Once upon a time in a bustling city lived a young entrepreneur named Alex. He was always busy, always in a rush. His eyes were set on one thing only: becoming the most successful businessman in the city. He worked long hours, barely had time for friends, and never stopped to enjoy life. In the same building where Alex had his fancy office, worked an old janitor named Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams was always smiling, always happy. He swept the floors, cleaned the windows, and took out the trash, all with a smile on his face. Alex couldn't understand it. How can someone with such a simple job be so happy? He wondered. One day, Alex's curiosity got the better of him. He approached Mr. Williams and asked, "Mr. Williams, what's your secret? Why are you always so happy?" Mr. Williams chuckled and said, "Why don't you spend a day with me? And maybe you'll find out." Intrigued, Alex agreed. The next day, he dressed down to avoid being recognized and met Mr. Williams bright and early. Their first stop was a local park. Mr. Williams took out some breadcrumbs from his pocket and started feeding the birds. Alex felt it was a waste of time. "We should be doing something productive," he thought. Just then, a little girl approached them. She was crying and seemed lost. Mr. Williams gently asked her what was wrong and found out she was separated from her mom. Together, they helped the little girl find her mother. The joy and relief on the mother's and daughter's faces were priceless. Alex felt something he hadn't felt in a long time, a sense of fulfillment. Next, they went to a nearby cafe. Mr. Williams greeted everyone warmly and seemed to know all the regulars. He ordered 2 cups of coffee and sat down. Alex was getting impatient. "When are we getting to the point?" he thought. Suddenly, Mr. Williams stood up and gave his cup of coffee to a homeless man sitting outside the cafe. The man's face lit up, and he thanked Mr. Williams profusely. Alex was stunned. "Why did you do that?" he asked. Mr. Williams smiled. "Sometimes, the joy of giving is the only reward you need." As they walked back to the office building, Alex felt confused. He had spent the day doing simple, seemingly unimportant tasks, yet he felt happier and more fulfilled than he had in years. Just when Alex thought the day was over, Mr. Williams took him to the building's rooftop. "Look around you, Alex. What do you see?" Alex saw skyscrapers, cars, and people rushing about. "I see a busy city," he said. "I see a city full of opportunities to make someone's day better," Mr. Williams replied. Suddenly, it clicked for Alex. All this time, he had been chasing the wrong kind of success. True success wasn't about money or status. It was about making a positive impact on the lives of others. From that day on, Alex changed. He still worked hard, but he also took time to enjoy life and help others. His business even started doing better because people were drawn to his newfound positivity. As for Mr. Williams, he continued to be the happy janitor everyone loved. But now, he had also become a mentor and a friend to the most successful businessman in the city. True success is measured not by what you accumulate, but by the kindness and positivity you bring into the lives of others. And so they both lived happily, understanding that the journey of life isn't just about reaching the top. It's about lifting others up along the way.